Yes, sir, the frequency is in use. WW5ENZ, W5ABI.
Yeah, W5ABI, WW5ENZ. Good morning, Joe.
Good morning. You're about 15 over down here, Mike.
Roger that. You're the same here in Oklahoma City.
Okay, it got pretty cold here last night, 14 degrees.
You know, I think it was 14 when I got up this morning here, so I think we're up to 37 now, though, so the sun's really out there working.
We're only 22. I left the dog out at 2:30, and it was 14 in the shack, and not in the shack, outside. And this little Mitsubishi's owned heat pump was still kicking out 72 degrees.
Roger, Roger. Yeah, that's really good. Yeah, especially if you don't have to use a heating element. Usually they have a heating element there. And when I lived in San Antonio, it was when it got down really cold, the heating element would come on, and it would still keep it warm, but it cost us a lot of money.
Yeah, I don't think that we have one on this one because our electric bill is pretty reasonable. So anyhow, good signal. I'm standing by for the net, W5ABI.
Okay, Joe, got you standing by, and you're on the list at WW5ENZ. Standing by for the Air Force Flyers Club, which will begin in about 5 minutes. W5PIX, WW5ENZ. I can just hear you, Cliff.
Well, I guess it would have to clear some power up. That was 4 watts there, over.
No, roger that. Yeah, I can hear you pretty good there. And I got the beam pointed up towards Ogden.
Oh, roger. Well, I'm just down here in Brownsville, 55 degrees right now.
Wow, that's pretty nice. Like I said, we're running about 37, so looking forward to that 50-degree mark again.
Well, last night I run the air conditioner.
Yeah, quit bragging, Cliff. WW5ENZ.
Well, you know, that's one thing about it. I can go to bad weather, or I can stay down here nice warm and never leave the state.
Roger that, Cliff. You got a sweet job there. WW5ENZ.
There you go. All right, we're going to stand by for your net there. W5PIX, Mobile, Brownsville.
W5PIX, Mobile, Brownsville. How copy, safety 5PT.
Good morning, there's KG5PT. I'll have a good copy on you. Good.
Yeah, there's your spot, Texas, Cliff. You get down to Brownsville, you can hear me. You get closer, you can't. That explains why 20-meter works the way it does. And Mike, WW5ENT, if you hear me, good morning to you too, sir. You're coming good on the SDR.
Roger that. All right. We'll be standing by here, and no rocket launches today. FAA wants no light. Starship flew up to space, and, well, they had an oxygen leak. And you can see a flame in one of the ailerons there, or one of the wings there. You can see a little fire. So, yeah, they had a problem on after it got up in the atmosphere. Anyway, W5PIX Mobile, Brownsville, Texas.
KB0 LTC mobile check-in.
WW5ENZ, WA6LJS.
Yeah, good morning, John. WA6LJS, WW5ENZ.
Yeah, good morning. I guess you're hearing me okay. I have the antennas cranked way down because we had some pretty bad winds last night. Anyway, you're coming in good.
Yeah, roger that, John. You're over 9. You're like 5 or 10 over 9, so you're getting a good signal even with your beam down.
Roger. Yeah, that's one of the nice things about the Hex beams. They do perform well at lower altitude. Yeah, it's about 24, 25 feet. Cranked it down from about 45.
Well, it's still doing well, John, and hopefully you guys will put an end to that wind here pretty quick.
Yeah, we had a pretty bad fire last night, about 40 miles, well, closer than that, about 30 miles from me. And boy, you could see it burning in the night. Anyway, about your time, so I'll be standing by, WA6LJS.
I'll send over, John, W5ENZ.
Yeah, you too, Joe. Well, it's working good at put the beam crate down.
Yeah, we're only 20 feet here, so that's about as high as we can go.
All right, good morning and welcome to the Friday edition of the Air Force Flyers Net. This net meets on 14290 megahertz 7 days a week at, I think, let's see, we're 1600 Zulu nowadays. And the Flyers Club consists of military aviation members, both active and retired, pilots, air crew, ground crew, air traffic controllers, missile crews, support crews, and anyone involved with military aviation from the air branches of all services. We would very much like to welcome visitors to the net, and you do not need to be involved with the military or aviation in order to check in. Our purpose is to promote fellowship between those radio amateurs who devoted a portion of their lives to support our air forces. This is a controlled net. To contact net control, use the word contact relay, check-in, or info. We also have a website at www.airforcesflyersclub.org, which has a lot of info about the net and our members. There's an online application to join if you feel qualified. We also monitor Echolink and Conference Note at AFFC, and will sometimes use it as a backup. My call sign is WW5ENZ. My name is Mike, and I'm located in southeast Oklahoma City. The way the net works is we'll take check-ins, and then we'll go down the list, allowing each station to give the report, and then if there's time, we'll go back for 73 rounds. Please keep your transmissions no longer than 2 minutes if possible, as there is another net that follows us 2 kilohertz up in about an hour and a half from now. I've been monitoring this frequency, NetLogger and SDR, Utah SDR2, and I've recorded the following check-ins. Break. At the top of the list, we have K0ZNC, Don. Good morning. And Don will be brought in. I don't know who's going to bring him in. I think maybe K1BOB will. We'll see. We also have W5PIX Cliff. Good morning. From, well, I don't know where he's at today because he's mobile. And W7AJN John. Good morning, John. Peoria, Arizona. K8YO John from Tallahassee, Florida. We have N5BEV who's doing the net logging for us today. Hey, good morning, me again. And Arlington, Texas. And we have KA4YES Tommy from Dawson, Alabama. And KF7GJO Carl from Sparks, Nevada. There's Mike, KF0OPE, Clarkston, Nebraska, and K1BOB, our commander, Bob, way up there in Boise, Idaho. Good morning, Bob. And we have KL7KY, Ron, Killeen, Texas, and 4GYY Frank out there in Louisville, Kentucky. KP5PTE James down in Belton, Texas, and let's see, oh yeah, W6WAY James out there in Corona, California. We have K4YDB Charlie. He's also live streaming this on YouTube, and I see he's up there now, and there's a question of the day up there, so if you want to get a head start on it, you can look up there. We have W5ABI Joe out there in Las Cruces, New Mexico. We have K8AF Russell in Washington, Ellensburg, and WA6LJS John from Temecula, California, Dodge in Flames. And WB2JJO Ray is listening out there in New Jersey. And hopefully he gets get his rig back up sometime soon. But good morning, Ray. And we have NX6RZ in Pleasanton, California. He's also receive only today. And then we have check in and out, which was KC4YCF. Mike, okay, and that is the bottom of the list. Are there any other check-ins? Please call now. WW5ENZ standing by. I think I had two there. Alpha 4, go ahead.
Alpha 4,
Roger. Alpha 4, Romeo Oscar, well, good morning. And this is the Air Force's Flyers Club. Are you familiar with it?
Good. This is the Air Force Flyers.
Okay, roger that. Yeah, we're a group of folks that's not just in the Air Force, but any armed forces services that supported the air mission. And we meet every day at this time, every 365 days a year. So if you'd like to hang on with us, please stick around. If you just want to check in and out, you're welcome to do that too. Roger. Okay, we'll put you down. I think there was another check-in out there. Please come. K6PX, I got you there. All right, I think I got that right.
You got it, Mike. Thank you.
Roger. Yeah, I can pull you out of the weeds there. And good morning. And let's see. Let's go over to WA6LJS. John, and could you put a call out for us out there? WW5ENZ.
Wilco. This WA6LJS relay for net control for the Friday morning Air Force Flyers Net, and we're looking for check-ins, either members or visitors. Call now. All quiet out west. Back to net.
All right, thank you. I don't know if we, I don't think we have Bill in there today, so let's see if we can get K4YDB. Charlie, could you put a call out for us? WW5ENZ.
Wilco, this is K4YDB relaying for net control. We're looking for check-ins to the Air Force's Flyers Club Net. Members or guests, please call now. I don't hear anything, Mike.
Okay, thank you. Appreciate the call. All right, then, is there anyone out there that needs to be on a short time list? Anyone out there need to be a short timer today? Please come with your call sign. Okay, we're looking. We'll go ahead and get started then. Today's question is another neat question, so you know it's going to be matched up. So this is a lot of words, but we'll see how it goes. Okay, let's see. All right, the Air Force has announced a huge enhancement of its maritime strike capabilities. This integration of the AGM-158C, which the U.S. Air Force aircraft have been selected, which U.S. Air Force aircraft has been selected to carry this missile. And here's your choices. Alpha, the F-15E, Bravo, F-15EX, the Charlie, B-1B, and D, all of the above. All right, there's a bonus question. And the U.S. Air Force has stepped up international exercises to develop a joint strike capabilities against China's growing fleet. Which exercises are planned or underway to develop and test the Allied strike capabilities in the Western Pacific? Your choices are Alpha, Red Flag, Bravo, Bamboo Eagle, Charlie, the return of forces to the Pacific, and Delta, all of the above. So that's the question today. Anybody need that repeated? Okay, get out your calculators and figure that out. And here we go. Let's go up to the top of the list and see if we can bring in K0ZNC, WW5ENZ. I'm not sure, John or Bob, are Are you bringing him in?
Yeah, K1BOB. I'll bring him in, Mike. And Don, go ahead. You're up for the Flyers.
Good morning to all the Flyers. Good morning to everyone on the net. We've had a really nice day today. It's currently 27 degrees. It's got a lot of warmth things we've had in a long time. It's going to be high today in the mid-40s, I think. 44, 45, something like that. But anyway, that's a lot better than 7 below like it was here about 5 days ago. Gosh, on the question, I have no idea. Something down for Charlie and Delta. Charlie and Delta. I have no idea. It's just a flag. Anyway, I think I probably will be here for the 72 round, so give me a shout. And I'll come back to you if I'm here, of course. With that, thanks again for getting me on the air, Mike. And Bob, thank you for doing the simulcasting for me. Because again, I wonder if there's going to be anyone else I can talk to. It's just me on Maplewood for quite a long time. Anyway, with that, I'll turn it back to you, Mike. WW5ENZ K1BOB. This is K0ZM3 Maplewood.
K1BOB running remote through W5OG back to net.
Okay, yeah, K1BOB. I got it. K0ZNC. Yeah, we both jumped on there, and I saw it both come up on Echolink at the same time, but that's good. And then we got Don, and now Don, these are matched. So which one did you really want, the Charlie or the Delta? Okay, I had Echolink up, so I got your answer. Charlie. Okay, got that. Charlie. All right, W5PIX. Cliff Mobile, you're up, sir. WW5ENZ.
And I'm going to go Bravo. Brownsville, beautiful blue sky, 55 degrees. I've been looking at the question, but I'll go Bravo. Messed up, so let's go with the 15 heat up. I don't know if there is such an animal. I'm going to call it helium, whatever it is. Helium.
Okay, Cliff. Yeah, it was a little touchy there at first, but I got you locally. We got you down for Bravo, and I think you're in it's a high noise area for sure. There's all kinds of stuff going on down there. All right, let's see if we can get down to John. W7AJN, WW5ENZ. Good morning, John, and you're up. everyone hearing John?
Mike, I usually get hit with
WW5ENZ.
nothing there.
Okay, I can hear some talking out there, but I guess it's not John, so we'll just put him on hold. He must have got called away shortly, and we'll get jump back to him. All right, K8YO, John, Tallahassee, Florida, you're up there, WW5ENZ. WW5ENZ. Hopefully you can hear me. I'm getting some QRM here close, but I think I heard a pretty good copy on you before the net. So go ahead, sir. WW5ENZ.
Mike, he shows in and out multiple times on the aim window, and right now he's showing out.
Okay, appreciate that, Lee. Yeah, I didn't look over there. You're right, he's checked out, so I don't know, maybe he had to take off. All right, let's go ahead and take your turn, Lee. N5BE. I know this is your question, so you'll probably want to pass, but you might, and I'll come back to you at the end.
Yeah, WW5ENZ N5BE. Yeah, I ran across this in the current events category, I guess you could say. Yeah, the USAF is really stepping up, and we can talk a little bit about this, but there's something that happened just recently, and I like Bob K1BOB's perspective on this, and we'll talk about it when we answer the question, but there's something very different that happened. And I've never heard of it before. Maybe Bob has because of his participation in exercises in the Great Western Desert. So we can talk about that later. But I was fascinated with it. That's it for now, Mike. And thanks for tuning in net today. And we'll catch you on the answer. WW5ENZ N5BE.
Okay, N5BE, yeah, thanks for doing the net logging today for us, Lee. And we'll come back to you and interesting stuff. Okay, K84YES. Tommy, you're up. WW5ENZ. Okay, K84YES. Have a great working weekend, and we'll catch you next week when you're finished. All right, next up is KF7GJO, Carl. Good morning, Carl. WW5ENZ.
Well, good morning, Mike and the group. KF7GJO here. Nice to be back after a couple days off, and hey, with my short memory, I don't remember what I was doing the last 2 days. That I couldn't get on the net, but you know, it happened. So, yeah, I do remember. Yesterday morning, I had to take my truck in to have this annual smog check. Go get fuel on it afterwards. the UPS store to mail them in, and a couple other errands, and by the time I got home, it was about 11 o'clock. So, anyway, on to this question. I wish I knew what the backstory was on that AGM 158C, but hey, honest guy that I am, I'm not going to cheat. But reading the question, which aircraft have been selected to carry it, I'm going to stick my neck out here and go with a wild answer, and I'm going to go Charlie on this. You don't say if the two answers are matched, but I'm thinking that's a big missile that would probably be carried in a stealth mode. So we'll stick that bad boy at a B1. And red flag, I don't think that would be pertinent to preparing Air Force guys for an overwater fight. So let's go with Charlie on the second one, return of forces to Pacific. So Charlie is my guest this morning. Good question, though. I wonder where that one came from. So, hey, buddy, and I'll be with you TBN, WW5ENZ KF7GJO.
Okay, KF7GJO, WW5ENZ, got you down for Charlie. And I'll speak to you again on the 73 round. All right. Next up is K1BOB. Good morning, Bob, WW5ENZ.
Okay, K1BOB here. I hope you can hear me, Mike. I really can't hear you on Dale's radio, which I'm on right now, but I'm hearing you just fine on my radio. Maybe I ought to switch radios. I don't know. Anyway, was KF0OPE in there? Do you want to pick him up, or I missed something?
Oh, roger that. Yeah, I skipped over him, Bob. Okay, darn it. The old pink line got me again. Let's jump up to him then, if you don't mind. We'll go back to Mike up there. KF0OPE. Go ahead, Mike. WW5ENZ. My apologies.
No worries, Chief Mike. I'd have said something eventually. It happens. It's kind of high overcast here, cold, about 20 degrees, but I think it's going to get up into the 40s today, low 40s, so we'll take that. I'm going to say bravo for my answer to the question and see how that works out. Back to WW5ENZ in the net, KF0OPE.
Okay, KF0OPE. Mike, a great signal still coming in there, and we got you for bravo. Okay, let's go back to K1BOB. I really can't hear him locally. I can't hear you locally, Bob, because you're using Dale's radio. But, yeah, it's kind of different barely hearing you. WW5ENZ. Go ahead, Bob.
Okay, Mike, I'll stay on Dale's radio for now. Probably more people maybe can hear me. I'm not sure where it's aimed. I don't think it's aimed out west, so I don't know. I can't tell from here. Let's see. I'm not sure what Leon had to say. If I knew something about the exercises, I don't know. I'm just guessing. The aircraft, I know a little bit about those, and I think all these aircraft are going to be able to employ the 158 Charlie, the AGM 158 Charlie. I think all these aircraft, in fact, at least two more. I think the F-35 will be able to carry it, and the F-18 Growler, so or the regular F-18. I'm going to have to say the answer is Delta, plus two more. But if it's Delta, I think you said these are matched pairs, and I do not see that in the question. Maybe it got cut off here. So I think it's going to be all the above Delta on the second one also. they can practice some of the stuff at Red Flag, but not the anti-shipping, to be exact. That's a tough one to do from Red Flag, landlocked desert. But they could do it off our Pacific coast, gather the Pacific Fleet and play with them, I guess. So Adam, pull me down for Delta for both of them there, Mike. Thank you very much for running a net this morning. And you're coming in great on my radio here. I just can't hear you much on Dale, so I know you can't hear me on Dale. So hopefully I get a bigger audience out there. This is K1BOB. And Lee, I'll catch your question for me at the end there. I don't know anything about these exercises except for Red Flag. And I think when they practice the scenario of going over to the mainland of China, yeah, they could definitely practice that at Red Flag. This is K1BOB. Back to you, Mike.
Okay, K1BOB at WW5ENZ. Got you down for Delta, and we'll chat again when we get up to Lee. All right, KL7YK, that's Ron in Killeen, Texas. You're up, sir.
And good morning to the Flyers. This is KL7YK in Killeen, Central Texas, where it's currently 48 degrees. High today will probably 65. Low this morning was about 22. So hopefully we're past the worst of these freezing temperatures because the locals can't stand them. After all the years in Alaska, this looks like it is what it is. All right, my answer to the question is going to be Delta. And Bob's right. There are other platforms that can carry that weapon. So, but for a generic answer, Delta, and back to net.
Okay, KL7YK, Ron, yeah, I got a great signal on the using the SDR on you. And as far as, I got a little bit of a local on you, but Texas is pretty close to Oklahoma. It's hard to sometimes get that to work. Okay, the next up is my fellow Chief Frank there, N4GYY. You're up, sir, WW5ENZ.
WW5ENZ in the group, N4GYY. Good morning, Chief. Good morning to everybody that's on the net this morning. So far, it looks like we got a pretty good crowd going on here. So that's a good thing for Friday, I assume. Currently, my temperature here in Louisville is 25 degrees. The high is only supposed to get up to 27 or 28. It was 13 degrees this morning. Sooner or later, we're going to get all this ice and snow melted off the ground because it says we're supposed to be up into the 40s by the weekend. But we're not scheduled to get any rain, which I think is what it's going to take to get rid of a lot of this because it's so piled up, especially in shopping center parking lots where it's piled up around the light poles. It's kind of unbelievable. I haven't seen this kind of snow here in a long, long time. But other than that, we're doing good. And my answer to the question, I'm just going to kind of follow into the lemon line here and go with Delta and see what happens on that. And I should be here for the 73 round. So I'll turn it back to you, Chief. WW5ENZ in the group, N4GYY.
Okay, N4GYY, WW5ENZ. We got you down for double B there, Chief, and we'll catch you on the 73 round. Next is KG5PTV James down there in Dalton, Texas. Go ahead, sir. You're up. WW5ENZ.
WW5ENZ in the group, KG5PT here. Chief, good morning. Thanks for running the net here. Nice balmy day in Belton, Texas. About the same temperature it is over in Killeen and all the central Texas area in Bell County here. Anyway, I'm going to go Delta as well. It's funny that this is the question of the day because in a week and a half or so, I'm going to be going through Eglin Air Force Base, the base I was stationed at for quite a while. And I still have some friends that work over there with a lot of that stuff. And that was one of the questions I was going to ask them is how about this particular missile. Because I know quite a few people that are still assigned to the test wing here and still working on some of those platforms. I know for sure the F-15EX carries that thing, but I'm going to go Delta with all of them. So keep a matching pair, Delta. And thanks for running the net, Chief. And, yep, about another week and a half, a little less than a week and a half. If everything goes right, I'll be headed to the Sunshine State of Florida and making that long drive from Belton, Texas, at 2,000-mile round trip. So looking forward to it. Back to net, KG5PT.
Okay, KG5PTE. I think you just made a trip, James. You're always on the road. That's good. Okay, this is, we got you down for double D's, and, all right, and got you great on the SDR. All right, W6WAY, James, WW5ENZ. Good morning again, James, and you're up.
Okay, thank you for running the net, Mike. Let's see, the temperature when I got up was 47, but we're going to warm up to 72 today. So it's going to be a nice day. The sun is shining, and we're expecting rain for this weekend, though. So that's really good. If we haven't had any so far this year. So, anyways, let's see. I guess I'll do with the weather line and the Delta for the question. By the way, I'm not receiving Charlie's transmission here anyway, so I don't have the I still have from yesterday, I guess, on the screen here, and I can't read the question, so I'm going to go with the Delta. Back over to you, Mike. WW5ENZ, W6WAY.
Okay, W6WAY. We have got you down for Delta, and it's a good choice. And we'll, sorry about that. I don't know. I can see it on my. I got a TV here on the wall, and I can see it on mine, but it doesn't. Anyway, you never know. It's sometimes it's hard to find, but I think I've figured out how to do that anyway. So, okay, let's go down to K4YDB. Speaking of the live stream, you're up, Charlie, WW5ENZ.
WW5ENZ, K4YDB. I wasn't aware there was a problem with it. Everything seems to be working over here. That I can tell, everything's published the way it was supposed to be. But anyway, morning everybody. Hope everybody has a good morning. Right now it's currently 40 degrees here. Supposed to get up into the mid 40s today, which I'm kind of looking forward to that. I'm tired of the 16s and the 20s and all those good numbers down up there. Anyway, right now the sun is out. It is beautiful. I'm gonna pass on the test or the question because I know the answers. I see them here. But anyway, I'll let you guys deal with that. But I'll go ahead and turn it back to you. WW5ENZ K4YDB. I'm back to net.
Yeah, roger that, K4YDB. I appreciate that because I saw them when you sent them to me. I mean, to you, I could see the answers, so no problem. I appreciate that. You're a trusted agent there. All right, next up is W5ABI. Joe, good morning again, and you're up, Joe, WW5ENZ.
Yeah, WW5ENZ and Flyers, W5ABI. Good morning, Mark. Thanks for running the net. Cold morning here in Las Cruces. Currently 26. We had a low of 14. Oh boy, it's supposed to warm up this weekend. We got a high of 46 today, but we got clear blue skies, calm winds, so we'll take. Anyhow, let me see on the question. I'm going to go with the lemons, and I'm going to go with doubles. We'll be here in the bottom, Mike. WW5ENZ, W5ABI.
Okay, W5ENZ, I got you down there, Joe, for Double D. And we'll hopefully that temperature will keep warming up. And next up is K8AF Russ up there in Washington. Go ahead, sir. WW5ENZ, you're up.
WW5ENZ K8AF. Good morning, Michael. Thank you for running the net. You sound good out here. Everybody's got a nice signal out in central Washington. Looks like clear skies. Right now it's about 26 degrees, so I think things are going to warm up a little bit, which will be nice. Absolutely have no idea. I'm going to go with Bravo, just for the sake of being different. And so we'll see how that works out. Hope everybody has a good day, and I'll stand by for the 73 round. So WW5ENZ K8AF.
Okay, K8AF, WW5ENZ. Wow, you got a great signal here, Russ. Really good audio, and it's like a 5.8 or 5.9, so good connections today. Okay, let's see what's going on down there in San Diego. WA6LJS. Good morning again, John. You're up.
Okay, thank you, Mike. WW5ENZ in the group, WA6LJS. Good morning to the net. Well, we had an exciting night last night. The Border 2 fire, they call it, was only about 22, 23 miles away from me, and as the crow flies, and it was getting pretty scary. And the winds yesterday afternoon, they got up to about 35, maybe 40 mile an hour here. So I had to crank the hex beam down. The hex beam's sitting at about 24 feet right now, but it appears to be working. I hear everybody, and I can hear myself about the same as when it's up at the full height on the SDRs, and it's very sunny today, but I can see looking towards the fire, there's still some heavy smoke there, but it looks like it's under control. Last night it was kind of scary, at the night you can see the flames, and luckily it's on the other side of a big reservoir, so and the wind was blowing east to west, which is blowing away from me, so I wasn't too worried. There was no evacuation orders and anything, but it was a little scary. It was heavy. The whole sky was in that direction was black smoke. I don't like to see the black smoke. If it's a lot of white smoke, that usually is indicative of that they're getting it under control. Anyway, so it's good to know the hex beam works at this altitude, that's for sure. What else did I want to mention? With the hex beam at this altitude, the only negative effect is my SWR goes up. I'm running about a 1.6 to 1 SWR right now, and it's usually a lot better, 1.2 or something like that. But it's working. Let's see. Answer to the question, I'm going to say follow the lemmings, DG, Delta, all of the above. I'm pretty sure that's the correct answer there. So back to you, Mike. I'll be here to the bottom. WW5ENZ, WA6LJS.
Okay, John, gotcha. And that's kind of interesting, kind of keeping an eye out there on that fire. And anywhere out there, if you don't even know, with those winds the way they are, they could blow embers anywhere. So it's good to keep an eye on it for sure. All right, got you down for Double D, and we have a previous visitor here, Alpha 4 Romeo Oscar. Alpha 4 Romeo Oscar is in the Air Force Flyers Club. Would you like to take a turn? Go ahead right now. WW5ENZ. Nothing heard with Alpha 4 Romeo Oscar. Next up is, let's see, K6PX Steve in San Diego. Go ahead, sir.
He told me on the repeater that he had to leave, Mike, so Steve's not there. WA6LJS.
Okay, John, we'll check him off then. All right, that leaves us down to, let's see. That's a receive. Ray out there, receive only. WB2JJO, good morning, Ray. And NX6RG, Bob, good morning to you, Bob, receive only. And KS5KY, Chris, good morning to you out there in Bowling Green, and receive only. Okay, that is the bottom of the list. There's somebody on the AIM here, but I don't know if they're checked in or out. KB8RUM, did you want to take a turn? WW5ENZ.
He checked out, Mike.
Okay, I guess he really is checked out. Okay, that is the bottom of the list then. Is there anyone else that I missed or skipped on the original list? Please come now, WW5ENZ. All right, any comments that you have to have before we go to the question? All right, nothing there. Okay, now I'm going to jump back up to Lee and let him take over and give the answers to the question. Quite a few of you have it right, I tell you, just from looking. But go ahead, Lee. N5BE, WW5ENZ.
Yeah, WW5ENZ, N5BE. Well, thank you, Mike. Actually, there's no real wrong answer to this question. There's an answer that is more right than others, more correct. But if you pick any of the answers, you're correct. But D was the correct answer. And I'd like to explain something on the bonus question. This is the first time I'm aware of this happening. And Bob may know some other instances where this happened, but this is the first time that I became aware of what they did. And so they linked a number of different MOAs together. They got the FAA to provide corridors coming out of red flag, and then using the MOAs at China Lake, Point Magoo, and then the ones out in the Pacific off of Point Magoo and San Clemente Island, and they got some ships out of San Diego to be the adversary fleet. And using these linked MOAs with FAA established corridors that connect them and deconflict them from civilian air traffic, they're able to simulate longer range strike missions than they have before. And of course, like all these exercises, there's all this other stuff out there, like AWACS and tankers and various support aircraft, jamming assets. You know, all of this, they were working together. I don't know what the international contribution of the most recent exercise was. I know the Australians have been to red flag, Canada. One of the problems with Canada is their F-18s haven't been kept up to date. So there's some stuff they just can't participate in. But anyway, this was a combined exercise. They're moving these exercises out into the Pacific. I just saw that the Ellsworth B-1Bs went, out to Guam for an extended TDY. So I'm sure they'll be exercising out there. But anyway, this is the first time I've seen them link disparate MOAs together into a huge air-sea battle space. So that's what I got out of this one today. WW5ENZ N5BE.
Okay, thank you, N5BE, WW5ENZ. Yeah, that is true. Anybody that answered anything, you got it right, either one way or the other. It's just that it's pretty interesting hearing about that red flag, because obviously it used to be for a different mission, but with a little ingenuity, they figured out how to simulate the mission of the sea-based aircraft. and the targets. Anyway, I'm going to jump up to W7AJN just to see if he's back in. John, are you there? WW5ENZ. No, we didn't get him, Mark. Let me try KAYO, WW5ENZ at Tallahassee. You're up there. Okay, yeah, KAYO, yeah, you're kind of coming and going on there for me. I couldn't quite pick you up, but that's probably not a thing because you're way down there in Florida. But, yeah, sorry, we couldn't catch you the first time. WW5ENZ. Okay, appreciate it. Yeah, appreciate that. And yeah, I should have listened to you on Charlie's feed. I think you were coming through there pretty good. Okay, let's go ahead and do a 73 round here, and let's see if K0ZNC is out there. WW5ENZ. You're up, Don.
K1BOB, and Don, you're up for the 73 round.
Thank you, Bob. Thank you, Mike. Appreciate that. What we have on this today. Appreciate it very much. Good night, and we'll see what today's Friday and tomorrow, I think. 73, everyone. Have a great day. And in case I'm not here tomorrow, have a great weekend. 73, so back to you, Mike. WW5ENZ. K1BOB.
K1BOB remote, back to you, Mike.
Okay, K0ZNC 73, see you, John. And yeah, we look forward to seeing you tomorrow. WW5ENZ. All right, W5PIX, Cliff, you're up for the 73 round. WW5ENZ.
And we're headed up here to Alamo, and Alamo and pick up another trailer out of power cluster. Interesting concept there, Lee. All of them were right, and but I still like the bamboo there. Anyways, and all aircraft can carry, but I thought they were going to do away with the P-1B, so that's why I broke that out of the picture. But anyways, everybody have a good day, a good show on it, and this is W5PIX northbound on the interstate done, or not, that's what it is, interstate 2. Thank you, Mike. WW5ENZ.
Okay, W5PIX, got a good copy on your local there, and I didn't even know there was an Interstate 2, but you're proceeding down it. Cool. All right, let's see. Let's go back up to KF0OPE. Mike, 73 round, WW5ENZ.
Well, good net today, Mike. Good question. Thanks to Leon and Charlie for what they do, and thanks for running a good net. 7-3s, everybody. Catch you on Echo Link. Back to WW5ENZ in the net.
Okay, appreciate that. And let's go to KF7GKO, WW5ENZ. Carl, 73 round.
Well, okay, Mike. Looks like I got the answer right, but I didn't really get it wrong either. Anyway, hey, this is Friday. Don't forget, this is Martini night, so be sure to regards, and we'll try this again tomorrow. Y'all have a fantastic day. WW5ENZ, KF7, GJO, 73.
Okay, KF7GJO. Yeah, I'll be looking at that margarita today. All right, let's see. Yeah, we did that 2 times there. Skipped one and then got the other, and then skipped the other one, and this time we got it. Okay, K1DOB, Bob. You're up, sir, and thank you for bringing Don in for us.
Okay, Mike, no problem. Interesting question today, and regarding Lee's question there. We did some extraordinary long-range stuff out of home station at Mountain Home when I was there. They were called long rifle exercises. In fact, the winning team or aircraft actually were given a plaque, which was a Kentucky long rifle, an actual functional Kentucky long rifle. And I remember doing it once from home station in Mountain Home down to the Barry Goldwater ranges. So the idea was you're hitting a range you were not familiar with, and you flew high altitude for part of it like you normally would during wartime, and then you had a tanker en route, at least one tanker. We really didn't require any, but we did it anyway, and then we'd drop down and fly low level and drop live bombs on targets for first run, strike only, simulating the real McCoy. We also did one, I remember, actually I led that one, and it was from Mountain Home all the way out to ranges out in Florida there. I forget the name. We've got a member that lives out very close to there. Avon Park. Avon Park was the name of the ranges there. And you'd fly a low level in and first time look-see and bomb on radar or visually, however you wanted, and come off, and I think we recovered at MacDill, and the party got going there at MacDill Officers Club. Anyway, that's all I got, Mike. Thank you for running that. Lee, thank you for the question. This is K1BOB. Back to Net.
Okay, K1BOB, 73 to you, Bob, WW5ENZ. And let's go to Ron, KL7KY, Ron, 73 round.
Yeah, flip it back and forth. This is KL7YK in Texas. Just for you people that are still freezing out there, it's 55 degrees here in Killeen, Texas. And I don't miss the cold at all. I don't think I got lucky with the Delta with the question, but it kind of made sense. 73 to all the flyers. I enjoyed being here. I don't know if I'll be with you for the weekend or not, but I hope to see you on Monday at least. And 73, and thanks again. KL7YK.
Okay, KL7YK, 73 to you on WW5ENZ. Next up is Frank, N4GYY, 73 round, Frank, WW5ENZ.
WW5ENZ and the group N4GYY. Good net today, Chief. Everything seems to work out okay. I've been able to hear just about everybody locally, which is a good thing. Good question. Yeah, and I like the way it was put. It really didn't matter what you answered. You were probably right, so that made DB correct all the way across the board. I liked it. So I'm say 53 to everybody. WW5ENZ and the group N4GYY, 73 all.
Okay, N4GYY, 73 to you, Frank, and have a great day there in Louisville today. And next is KG5PTE, James, 73 round, sir, WW5ENZ.
WW5ENZ, KG5PT. Yeah, I'm on the ICOM 7300 today, so I'm only on 100 watts of power. because I got something I need to do right after the net here on 40 meters and do some testing. Apparently, my 40 meters, running it with power here in the house, is ingressing into my ADT pulse alarm system and causing the receiver board to fry or go out. It caused it to fail, and they changed it out once before, and it went out again. So apparently, I'm inside the RF field of my house here. It's blowing the circuitry on the panel. So we got to troubleshoot that and look at upgrading a new system and see if that alleviates the problem. I'm going to be picking up a bunch of torides, MEX 31 torides, a whole pack of them, and I'm going to start putting them on every wire I can find on that system when I get the new one installed to alleviate the problem. So that's what happens when you run high frequency, especially anything below 10 megahertz and down with power. You run into these kind of problems with RFI. So RFI is not your friend, and neither is common mode current. So I'll turn it back to you, Mike. 7-3, KG5PT.
Okay, KG5PTE. James, all right, good luck fighting that RF battle there. And, yeah, it's interesting how it actually fried the circuit board. It just didn't make interference. It just actually did a physical damage. That's great, or interesting to know. Okay, KA4YDB, Charlie, 73 round, sir, WW5ENZ.
WW5ENZ K4YDB. Well, good net today, Mike. I was copying just about everybody over here. A lot of good conditions, a lot of good signals in there. Interesting questions. Let's see. That's all I got. And I'm going to say 7-3 to everybody. Now, I believe you skipped over Jim, WAY, over the top of me, so don't forget him. Anyway, K4YDB, back to net.
Roger. Yeah, I saw that. And you know what happens? I see the red line, and then Lee answers it, and then I look back up and I call the wrong name. But James, I didn't mean to miss you there. W6WAY. Go ahead, sir. WW5ENZ.
Okay, W6WAY. I need to apologize to Charlie. I went back and looked for the Anyway, 73 is everyone. W6WAY.
Okay, W6WAY, WW5ENZ. Yeah, James, 73 to you, and yeah, I've done that too. There's so many different things on the YouTube channel there that it's easy to get the wrong one and think you're on the right one. So anyway, good deal. All right, let's jump down to Joe, W5ABI, WW5ENZ, 73 round, sir.
Yeah, WW5ENZ, W5ABI. Good nut, good question. 73 to you and all the flyers. Thanks for running the net. WW5ENZ, W5ABI.
Okay, W5ABI, 73 to Joe. Great to have you with us today, WW5ENZ. And next is K8AF for Russ, 73 round, sir, WW5ENZ.
WW5ENZ K8AF. Thanks for doing the net. Good question, an interesting question. So that was nice. And good morning to everybody, and hopefully we'll see you all tomorrow. 73 WW5ENZ K8AF.
Okay, K8AF, 73 to Russ and WW5ENZ. Okay, and John, last but not least, WA6LJS, 73 round, sir.
Okay, thank you, Mike. WW5ENZ, this is WA6LJS. Well, very good conditions, good net. The only stations that I have trouble hearing were Florida and Arizona, and I couldn't even hear them on the SDRs. But everybody else has got quite nice signals locally. So 73, thanks for running things, and we'll be over to Echo Lake for a few minutes. WW5ENZ, WA6LJS. Check in.
Okay, John, we got you down, and say 73 to you, and there's also a check-in. Go ahead, check-in.
Hey,
KB7LAK. Was it Bravo to the answer? Had a meeting during this hour, over.
KB7LAK. Actually, the most correct answer was Delta, but you also, if you had BB, that was also right.
Okay, time to pass my 73. I have to get back at it here. Just taking a break and getting back in. Thanks for calling in, KB7LAK.
Roger, KB7LAK. It sounds like the new commander-in-chief is keeping you guys busy. WW5ENZ 73.
Okay.
Okay, that's the bottom of the list. Is there any other check-ins, last minute or last chance check-ins for the Air Force's Flyers Club? Please come now, WW5ENZ. Okay, nothing heard. Well, I appreciate everybody today. We'll just go there and we'll go down to Echo Link. If you still have anything that you want to bring up, we'll be on Echo Link for a few minutes. If you care to go down there, it's at Air Force Conference Mode AFFC, and we'll see you there. Other than that, I'm going to close the net down and say thanks everybody, and appreciate you checking in with us today. And we'll return the frequency back to normal amateur use. WW5ENZ 73 is all.